Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On Point EDC. Today I have a really cool update for you guys from the brand Tactile Turn. A little bit about them. They were founded back in 2012 out of the good old US of A by Will Hodges. Now, a little bit about Will. He's actually obsessed with making things that last a lifetime and are even warranted a lifetime as well. So you're going to get a lifetime warranty for all of these products that are actually machined in Texas. Now, in terms of the type of product, this is a custom pen, some key characteristics and design, which you're looking for something within this space. Of course, you're going to want to see that unique design language, something that is also fun and fidgetable in terms of its actuation. And then you're going to be looking for premium materials and construction. This is their Smooth Operator V2 in the Stonewash and short length. So Stonewash finish, short length. And it's basically an evolution of their signature bolt action pens with an emphasis now on modularity and customizations with various swappable parts available in different materials and coatings to enable each owner to build their own personalized vision. This actually does come with a very interesting refill that I actually haven't tried until now, which is this the Auto or OHTO 5mm PG 105 NP needlepoint refill, and that is specific to the short length in terms of the pen. The different bodies with different sizes are going to offer you some different refills, and of course the links to all of that will be in the description if you are interested in learning more. But essentially these are grade 5 titanium, and they're just gorgeous, beautifully designed, and something that's a little different in terms of what Tactile Turn is really known for. They're known for, of course, that nice tactile grip in terms of their machining, typically a much brighter satinized finish. Here you're getting it nice and dark and also really smoothed out with that Stonewash. And there's just, again, it's that smooth operator theme that I think they really executed well here. So with that said, let's go ahead and zoom the camera out, get this piece in hand, and take a closer look. Okay guys, now before we dive in, quick customary wristwatch check. As you guys know, the majority of my content on my channel is going to be watch reviews, so I do like to share whatever pairing that I have on during these EDC reviews as well. So in this case, it's going to be my Slim Turtle Save the Ocean limited edition with that beautiful glacier dial, and of course this anthracite colorway with the matching Tropic brand strap actually ties in nicely to the darker Stonewash finish of this particular pen, which is very different and in a stark contrast to what you're used to seeing from the brand Tactile Turn, which I think is great. I mean, they've definitely have expanded over the years, guys. As you guys can see, they've grown even into Tactile Knife Company. This is one of their rock walls. Ooh. And it is gorgeous. And this is actually, I believe, a Knife Center exclusive with that great scale pattern there that's meant to look like, pistol grip, which I think is really, really cool. Now, another thing that's changed is, check this out. Their packaging, very cool, of course, proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Dallas, Texas. Also, you're getting that lifetime warranty there, so this isn't just some secret menu type of thing. Like they proudly stand behind their products, guys. They've been around for a long time, and it's nice to see them kind of evolve their packaging because it's typically very minimalist, and I can see that this definitely is meant to be more within a retail space. So that means that they're doing well, and you can even find their products that you don't even have to buy directly from them. Now you're seeing other shops and dealers and vendors start carrying their stuff. So I think it is nice to have a little bit more personality on the boxes that everything comes in, because they're more minimalist style that I'm used to is pretty plain. And then the contrast is that the pens themselves are, ooh, look at that. That is just gorgeous. It has that tactile engagement because of those machine lines that are there. Very nice. They're so nice and tight that when you unscrew anything on here, like it'll reveal, actually, if I can, there we go, it will reveal the hidden thread, which I think is always cool from that perspective, is that you do have that kind of little Easter egg. Everything looks so tight and put together. It all feels like this kind of mono block setup, which is very cool. And of course, they've always had very smooth action in terms of the actuation. So the smooth operator definitely has, you know, all of the goods when it comes to smooth action. But now you're even getting a bit of a smoother look to it, right? Check this out. Look at that Stonewash finish. It almost feels like a stone in terms of that smoothness, but still enough of a grip on it to where it doesn't feel slippery. You're also going to have that little Easter egg again, but now it's hidden here within this little section, which can be used for a little additional grip, or of course, you can use it as you're swapping out pieces. Maybe you want to have a barrel tip made of a different material or a different finish. It's very cool. And of course, as soon as you tighten it down, all of a sudden, it's gone again and very smooth. So very, very cool, guys. Now, these come in different lengths. The short is going to be 5.1 inches. The standard is going to be 5.6 versus 5.1, and the mini's 4.4, so it's going to be smaller. So those different length options are going to mean that there's going to be different refill options as well. So if you're targeting a particular refill, definitely check the site links, because they do a great job of laying all of the different refill options that are available out there. Here, they used a refill that I'm not typically used to, is going to be that needle tip, which I think looks really cool, and even visually kind of plays off of that just little bit of extra glitz that they've just put in there to kind of break up the silhouette. And I think that looks really, really nice. Like aesthetically, that is very, very pleasing. And of course, to write with, you would imagine that a needle point is going to be very, very fine in terms of its output. And yeah, you'd be absolutely right with this. You know, I don't do demoing the writing, because essentially these pens are more about the exterior housing, because you can swap out, you know, whatever, you know, internals that you want in terms of, you know, all of the different options that you can typically use. And, you know, a lot of these options are going to be off the shelf options. So, you know, they're pretty standard within the industry. So if you're very interested within kind of that side of it, yeah, again, it's just going to depend on what refill that you decide to use. Now, the in-hand ergonomics are really well done, smooth and balanced. It just has a great tactile engagement when you are using these pieces. And of course, I don't think that having the, you know, the Torx bit openings actually hurts the aesthetic. I think it looks cool. And then of course it adds to that idea of modularity. So I definitely find that quite nice. The slimmer profile definitely gives the in-hand feeling something closer to a pen, versus sometimes you feel like, you know, you're writing with a tactical throwing a dagger or something like that, or a tent stake. I think it's cool that this feels like a pen. But of course, if my Marine Corps brain wants to go off, I can always still use it as a weapon of opportunity as needed, just because you still do have the nice robust feel in terms of the construction. Then getting into, did I mention that the thickness is just 9.2 millimeters and the weight is just under an ounce at 0.9? If I didn't, I just did now. So make sure to get that out there. So it feels quite nice, feels quite substantial, which I do like a whole lot. Also, you're going to be getting this nice deep carry clip, which you guys saw here on, you know, their modern slim offerings have been moved to this very robust and very handsome and, you know, more modern milled clip option, which doesn't sit quite as low. Essentially, if you go like this, is probably the difference in terms of the way they would sit. You'd have a lot more poking out here, which is going to be good, of course, to draw that out of a pocket, typically like a breast pocket or something like that. You don't want it to ride too deep. This is definitely going to be more so targeting, at least at this length, or if you go with the longer lengths, something, you know, if you're going to be stowing this in more of a pant pocket. So you're going to have a little bit more depth there, and you're going to want this to kind of disappear and then only come out when you need it. So it definitely nails that. And of course, it's going to be rather slim and unobtrusive. Now, in terms of the model variants, it's also available in a black DLC or a Stonewash, as you guys can see here. I already mentioned the different length options. In terms of comparable models, guys, there's a lot of bolt action EDC pens on the market today, but few that feel quite this well designed and executed. I think Tactile Turn still remains a top tier option within this highly competitive space. It's more competitive than ever, and these guys have been around since the beginning. I mean, I remember I had their old steel pens. They were still called the BAS for bolt action short, so I still liked the short length back in the day as well. But it's nice to see them continuing to grow, evolve, and thrive, and be able to roll out new products that do feel new and different and exciting, right? Same goes for their knives, right? Within their new kind of sister company, which is going to be the Tactile Knife Company. But yeah, there's something about this pen. It just kind of fills a niche that I think has kind of been left open by the certain other brands that have kind of departed the space. And it's nice to see an industry cornerstone like Tactile Turn continue to offer these this style, this aesthetic, this feel, this premium yet rugged yet refined type of value proposition today. So I really dig that. Huge shout out to Will for sending this piece in so I can share it with you all. Again, guys, that doesn't affect my input in terms of how much I love this piece. I've had these on the channel multiple times over the years, and it's a brand that I trust and an aesthetic that absolutely resonates with me in terms of the stuff that they design. So really, really cool, guys. Bottom line, I think I might actually like this smooth operator more than other variants in their main bolt action platform. This thing is sweet. Like, I dig it, and it's iconic. This is what I think of when I think of Tactile Turn. But something about this smooth operator, I don't know, it just gets me. So yeah, it kind of blends the classic their styling from before with the new slim, but then it gives you kind of the older style pocket clip, the deeper one, which definitely has more of a utilitarian look, and then it's finished in a more utilitarian finish, of course. So it almost feels kind of like a hybrid, and then it also adds on the modularity portion to where with basic tools you'll be able to swap out pieces and components to really dress this thing up. Of course, this is the plain Jane configuration, which I think looks great, but you can really dress this thing up and customize it and make it pretty fun without any types of special finishing or machining talent or experience needed, which I think is cool. So yeah, I guess this just ultimately, this new finish just adds to it, right? The new package, the new theme, all of that. It feels more rugged, it feels more utilitarian, but doesn't feel any less premium, right? And some of that premium vibe is just, is the build quality, of course, but it's also that idea of adding another theme, which is the modularity side. So let me know what you all think down in the comments below. If you like the video, please do a like. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.